Okay, right away, guys, I need you to know that I'm going to ask to see these notes tomorrow during class. This is your responsibility. We're going to do a few more examples, and then this is going to really help you solidify your work for your homework. So now we're going to look at the proportion of 2n minus 4 divided by 5. And we're saying that this proportion is equal to 3n plus 3 divided by 10. Now, because the 2n minus 4 and the 3n plus 3 are together and connected by that plus and minus sign, I'm going to put, let me move this down a little bit, I'm going to put parentheses around these. The reason that I'm doing this is so that my brain says these are one thing, and when I multiply and use my cross products, I'll be able to see that as one thing. Okay, so I'm going to have 10 times 2n minus 4 is equal to, remember we said that this part is going to be equal to this part, so that's going to be 5 times 3n plus 3. Now I'm going to use my distributive property, making sure that I get that 10 to both parts and that 5 to both parts, and I get 20n minus 40 equals 15n plus 15. Okay, now I can only have n's on one side and whole numbers on the other, otherwise I cannot solve this equation. So I'm going to go through and get n's on one side, whole numbers on another. So I'm going to, I'm going to go ahead and minus 15n from this side. It doesn't matter in which order you do this, but I try not to get negative numbers, and I try to keep things kind of easier for myself. So I kind of make a plan before I solve the problem. I get that 5n equals 55, so n equals 11. Now, if I go back into my equation, I should be able to make sure that if n is 11 here, I have 22 minus 4, which is 18. Here I'd have 33 plus 3, which is 36. And got my calculator really quick. I want to make sure that I have this right. I get that let me move this down for you so you can see it. 180 does equal 180. So I know my answer is right. And don't just stop when you're done solving a problem. Really use your resources, your calculator, to check these. All right, let's move on to some of the word problems because we didn't get to any of those in class. So on a map of Florida, the distance between Jacksonville and Tallahassee is 2.6 centimeters. If 2 centimeters is equal to 120 miles, what's the distance between the two cities? Well, this needs to be set up as a ratio of centimeters to miles, because those are the two things that we're comparing. So we have 2 centimeters is 120 miles. So how many miles is 2.6 centimeters going to be? Do you see that? That's what we're looking for, that distance for the 2.6. So I just use my cross products. And I get that 2x equals 312. This one's for you, Anna. Make sure you divide both sides by 2. X equals 156. Make sure you label your answer in miles. Hey, Kiara, this one's for you. Here's Stefan. There you go. We're on limited time, otherwise it'd be much better. Okay. On Monday, a restaurant made $545 from selling 110 hamburgers. They sold 53 hamburgers on Tuesday. How much money did they make that day? So we're looking at a ratio of money to burgers. So the first day, they made $545, selling 110 burgers. How much money are they going to make selling 53 burgers? And there's our perfect proportion. Using our cross products, get that 110x equals, going to be a big number, 28,885 divided by 110 divided by 110. X gives me. Okay, now this is a humongous decimal, but it's money, so we're going to round to the nearest hundredth. We're going to get $262.59. Then look at the problem to make sure it makes sense. They sold about half as many burgers, a little more than half, and made about half as much money. It has to make sense, so make sure you look at your answers. Last one. Whoops, there it goes. You guys get that? Just kidding. So 2 out of 5 students in the 8th grade have braces. There are 325 students. How many do not have braces? Well, if 2 out of 5 do have braces, and the whole student body has to be 1, then 3 out of 5 do not have braces. So for every 5 students, 3 do not, because 2 do. I hope you understand that, because that's just, making sure that you understand the property of a whole number. And so if there's a total of 325 students, then how many don't have braces? There's our proportion. We get that 5x equals 1625. 5 divided by 5, x equals 300. Oh, that's impossible. What did I do there? Oh, this is wrong. I put something on my calculator wrong. Times 975. I don't know what I did there. 975. 5x equals 975 divided by 5. That gives me 195 students. Make sure you write the problems and show these in your work. And I'm going to embed this straight into your homework for tonight. Good job, guys.